Apparently, Drake and Sauce Walker is back into it this time, and it's over a bitch. Now, I woke up this morning and I saw that Drake and Sauce has been beefing. And if you're familiar with Drake's history and Sauce history, you know that they don't get along. So, naturally, a woman is always attracted to her man's weakness. She been around Sauce. It ain't no telling what she heard or, but she definitely knows that them two were beefing. All great wars, almost, they've started over religion or a bitch. Since back in the Greek days. Here we are today in 2026.
Hey, now, Sauce Walker dissed Drake over a decade ago because Drake didn't do a song with local Houston artists when he moved to Houston to live. Now, Sauce felt like Drake was using the Houston lingo, the Houston sauce, but he wasn't giving back to Houston by doing songs and features with him and other artists.
Come down here using our culture for lyrical content, and I ain't giving shit but a family fun day and some money to some hoes he tricking on in the club. This music with artists from everywhere but Houston. But he fell with H-Town.
This actually took place in 2015. Drake responded back to this at a concert in 2015 where Drake was in Houston when he said this, and he told Houston, listen, whatever that F-boy saying is not going to stop me from rocking with y'all and showing love to y'all. I don't hold it against y'all that there's one hater in the city. And Sauce Walker took offense to this, like a great deal of offense to this, even though he dissed Drake first.
Honest with you, I don't give a what anyone ever says about me. This is a place that I love with all my heart. I'm trying to give you more than I ever took from you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm really honest with you. I don't give a what anyone ever says about me. This is a place that I love with all my heart. I'm trying to give you more than I ever took from you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm really honest with you. I don't give a what anyone ever says about me. This is a place that I love with all my heart. I'm trying to give you more than I ever took from you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm really honest with you. I don't give a what anyone ever says about me. This is a place that I love with all my heart. I'm trying to give you more than I ever took from you. You understand what I'm saying?
This was all taking place around the same time Meek Mill and Drake was beefing. So after Drake said that at the concert, Sauce Walker responded back to Drake by dropping a remix to Back to Back, right? He called it Whack to Whack. Now, this was a Sauce Walker Drake diss track, and here are the lyrics to this, and you let me know if you guys think this is some fire or if it's mid. But a lot of people forgot about this era. Like, I'll be real, like the 2015, 2016 era of hip hop is all lost. Like, to a lot of people, this is like new. So Sauce Walker said on the Whack to Whack diss track, he wrote, oh man, this blank trying to call the drip a dance. He trying to steal the flavor, but he can't. This ninja got a punani in his pants. I don't want to hear I'm picking on this ninja again. I knew the first day we met that we could never be friends. Cause you a MFing bit, you a clown, actor, the type to be on Bad Girls Club is supernatural. Casting called ninjas, your whole life is fake. Your name Aubrey in the 6, they ain't call you Drake. You been wanting to be a rapper, but that ish was whack. Drop some songs that didn't work, so you had to act. I'll be real, bro. Again, man, my commentary might come across as like I'm biased. Listen, I'm not biased, bro. Y'all know I'm not biased, bro. I like Sauce Walker, but this is not his best work. This is not his best work, okay? This is not his best. This is trash. So he goes, Nickelodeon ninja, coaching ninja, you ain't black, you a effing Cambodian ninja. The grassy got cut and put your life on hold, so you came to H-Town to start riding that pole. Old geek-eyed ninja, what is that syrup at Treasure spending your money on these bees, little perv? And I ain't talking about dancers. You was paying for pee. I was pimping, so I knew about that ish. Hey, listen, man. The rumor out there is, if you guys don't know, by the way, now this is the rumor, because if Joe Budden said this on his podcast, if it's not true, Drake, don't be mad at me, okay? But Joe Budden says that women have came out and said, yo, whenever a woman sleeps with Drake, Drake gives a $2,500 and an NDA, right? $2,500, sign his NDA, bound to secrecy. Now, if he's paying these women to sign an NDA, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because I don't think anybody in their right frame of mind would say that Drake needs to pay for P. Like, clearly, like, this is like an exchange. Hey, bro, I'm giving you this for your secrecy. But y'all get the gist of things. Now, according to Sauce Walka himself, the beef with Drake was not just all online. Apparently, they got active before, right? Because he would explain to academics, yo, me and Drake has had altercations in the past. It just ain't make the internet. But there's been run-ins with me and Drake. And I was shocked to hear this. And it's kind of like went like under the radar and ignored.
Over you constantly coming in the city, I'm constantly traveling around the world. We gotta bump into each other. There's no such thing as not bumping into each other. And every altercation that me and Drake have had over the years, like y'all seen what y'all seen on camera, but it's a whole bunch of that will go on in the city of Houston that's not on camera with different conversations and encounters where we run into each other. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always addressed every situation I ever, like, whatever I do on the internet, I'm gonna do it in real life. Like, I probably do worse in real life. So I address the situation like a man on multiple times. And over the years, you know, sometimes we'll bump heads over the, or like we'll have a, you know what I'm saying, an argument about like around each other, like Instagram, whatever. Like, the one thing I say about Drake, like, he gonna respond. Like, you know what I'm saying? Feeling like Drake ain't gonna respond, or like, you know what I'm saying, or he gonna like run from, like, I've like pulled up on Drake multiple times, like on some pressure. Bro, don't run from the situation. He gonna come talk to me over here. Let's talk like man or whoop, or like try to stood up for him. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be me. We gonna be us. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that, like, Drake, he not gonna like act like this. If it's around him or he know that it's approaching, he not gonna like act like it don't exist, or he not like gonna like try to shun away or like do some scary.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
One of those where be like, yo, what y'all talking about?
Yeah, like, what y'all talking about?
I don't even know I was doing that.
Yeah.
Now, Sauce Walka was under the assumption that this beef with Drake had been squashed, because he even told academics that Drake reached out and they squashed it and they talk as men. Now, I don't know how long this peace treaty lasted, or if Drake had that boy on skates just to slime him out for his baby mama. But yeah, this beef was far from over, even when Sauce Walka thought it was over.
It got to a point where bro just like reached out to me, or he invited me to a party here in Houston.
Golly. The Winston guy didn't betrayed Sauce. Boy, Sauce got the pay. My boy got the drill. He got the notoriety. If Sauce is into it with his woman, a lot of niggas is dead doomed. Woo! A lot of niggas is doomed. If Sauce got cheated on, and you know that ain't the first time, you know, it's just the first time she probably got caught. And the bad thing is, if this is his baby mama, he made her famous. He made her rich and he made her famous. Yeah, they got money on OnlyFans, but he made her rich. But she fucked a lot of niggas before she was messing with Sauce. Boy.
You know how we get down to Houston. Like, that's another thing too. It ain't that many places in the world you can go to.
No, he like them buses everywhere. I mean, they're busting in Times Square.
I understand that. But
I think that's just like one play.
That whole setup of how that vibe is though.
You probably got that from Houston.
I'm telling you.
That's some play. Dave and Buster's?
We do that in a lot of spots. We do that in a lot of spots. Bowling alley, race car place, Top Golf. Like, Houston is a place where it's gonna be some rich player from the city gonna come to this place with 30,000, 50,000, 20,000, whatever y'all want. So we shutting the club. We shutting this event space down tonight. And that's gonna be our thing. We finna come here and smoke weed. We finna have girls up here twerking. We finna turn whatever this. If this was, I don't like it could be not Chuck E. Cheese because that's for kids. But I'm just saying.
No, I get it. Sauce Walka was under the assumption his beef with Drake was squashed. I don't think Drake was aware. Like, I don't think Drake got the memo that he wasn't supposed to be beefing with Sauce Walka anymore. Because when Sauce Walka and Adam 22 got into it, Adam 22 will go on his podcast with Whack 100 and he will state that when he was on FaceTime with Drake, Drake says some non-favorable things about Sauce Walka. And when this clip went out there, Sauce Walka responded back to Drake, again, just restarting their beef again, right? That was supposedly squashed last year.
Talk about the G-Wagon, so I'm just listening.
Let's just say that Drake has been giving me a little bit more information about Sauce that I might not otherwise have had.
I'm trying to, so
Even back then, like I don't know, like he's someone who just decided that he wanted to beef with me, even though I've always shown him full respect. And honestly, even when me and Drake were having our little FaceTime powwow about him last night, like Drake, it was like, yeah, I respect him. He's a hustler. He made something out of himself out of Texas, but he just got to stop popping that. He's something that he ain't. And I'm like, yes, exactly. It's like, it's weird that me and Drake feel like we kind of got the same exact treatment from him.
You think?
I mean, he's not some fucking business genius that he wants to paint himself as. And if he was, why would you be on Twitch for 9 hours a day to 200 people?
I don't think Drake wanted that information out. I think Drake and Adam was just gossiping, right, about Sauce Walka, probably randomly, like very briefly. And then he shared that where Drake is saying, man, Sauce be thinking he the man. He not really the man. He not really popping how he think he popping. But Sauce Walka took offense to this and he responded. And apparently like that, like that peace treaty him and Drake had went out the window after this moment right here.
I think somebody said Sauce Walka be acting like he really him, but he ain't really him like that. I'm trying to understand where that makes sense. I'm trying to understand where? I'm trying to understand where and how is Sauce Walka not him like that, but he think he him like that. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to get it. When you look across the street, right there, right all the way across the street, don't they see Enterprise? You see that sign over there? It say Enterprise, right? If anybody on the splat ever use Enterprise, okay, well, this is my Enterprise.
Apparently, though, between the timeline of the academics interview from last year and today, within that timeline, Sauce Walka and Drake reignited their feud. They're back beefing. And within that timeline, Drake found a way to crack Sauce Walka Babymomma. This is the Babymomma that Drake apparently gave vicious backstrokes to. Now, I can't tell if this is a pog or a light-skinned woman. I honestly can't tell, yo. Like, yo, a lot of these IG chicks, yo, the white girls look like they light-skinned. I just can't tell. But regardless, apparently the Babymomma is now Sauce Walka top op and number one enemy because Drake cracked, right? Sauce Walka is calling her phone, telling her F her son. It's beef, it's smoke, it's war because she dealt with Drake and she smashed Drake, knowing that Drake and Sauce Walka don't get along. So she leaked a call where she's telling her that he's gonna shoot up Drake's car and that he run the city. This is just ego stuff, right? Like, this is a conversation where you find out that man has stuck beef stick in your woman, in your baby mama, and you just letting her know that you is bigger, badder, tougher, and better than him. But because it's Drake, right, you can't really play the, man, you smash a bump, you can't really play that call, so you got to play the I'm gangster, he not card. But I don't think she can. Like, I think she is fully aware that this man Drake is the biggest thing on the planet. So regardless of street credibility, she still feels like he's better.
They mouth don't say nothing about me with my baby mama or nothing, or I'ma handle y'all. It's that simple. I don't give a what the consequences is.
Why, yeah, you handle me. You already handle me, so what the matter? You already put your hands on me. You already do all that already, so what the even matter?
I got you jumped by my hoes. I will put my hands on you, though, but I didn't. You got jumped by my black hoes. It's shit on video.
Yeah, because you had me set up. Are you proud of that? Does that make you feel good?
I will get you jumped again. I don't give a just like I get Drake Drake smoked, I will get Drake car shot at.
At this point, we ain't seeing Drake say nothing. Drake ain't said nothing. But we have heard the bitch talk. She talking. And I bet you money, Drake giving her money to be his mouthpiece. Just to talk. Drake not finna say nothing to Sauce. He gonna let the bitch handle Sauce. And the more he go back and forth with the bitch, it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look, man. Now, we all know Sauce a pimp. You know, since the beginning, we've known him as a pimp. Yeah. So, we know him to drip and be about his pay. I don't want to see my boy crash out over no bitch. But I'm not mad at him if he does beef with Drake. It'll be good for hip-hop.
Nobody talking about.
Okay, you need to calm down.
No, I don't need to do nothing.
Yeah, you do.
I'm so disappointed in Sauce Walka, man. In his Drake diss track, Whack to Whack, he admitted that he's a pimp. So Sauce Walka is supposed to operate on a different frequency that regular men aren't. I know. My father told me at a very early age, vagina was made to get effed. You could never, ever be disappointed or shocked that a broad gave it up. If it's one thing they gonna do is give it up. Bro, you knew the consequences of beefing with Drake. You knew there was gonna be pain behind that. And by pain, I mean her vagina gonna feel pain behind that. You knew one of your girls was gonna get F, bro. Just pray that it wasn't the main one. Right? Bambi, Bombi, whatever her name is. Just pray it wasn't her. And I'll be real, you probably gotta check her phone, man. Drake a sniper. But you crashing out as a P, as somebody who's part of the ism, who's part of the game? Mr. Put It In My Hand? You crashing out over a broad? You really to do life over it? You already made a bad decision by giving this broad like a kid. You already made a bad decision. Do you really want to compound the bad decision, giving her a kid, then crashing out over her and doing life because she gave up her vagina? What sense does that make? What sense does that make? And I'll be real, right? And I say life in prison because that's charitable. That's if you can get to Drake. 9 times out of 10, you probably will get smoked trying to play with Drake, man. Drake walk around with 9-foot-tall off-duty officers as security guards, bruh. Drake walk around with the avatars, man. All right? Avatars, bulletproof trucks, a carousel of vehicles, police escorts. You try to get to Drake is a death sentence. I don't understand why you would even play like that. Now, if you're saying it over that phone call, that means you have thought about it. And if those thoughts is creeping in your mind, if you were so bothered that Drake smashed one of your chicks, bro, you got to give up like the ism, bro. Like you got to give up being in the game, homie.
Comment, share, and like for more videos to my channel. Hit the bell if you mess with hell.